what Grenada's athletes and sports people are doing in really punching above their weight, in becoming world champions and Olympic champions and medalists, I think is absolutely phenomenal. For an island that has such a small population to be, like I said, punching above its weight like that, I think it's fantastic. There are so many stories that emanate from the history of Grenada, all the way up to modern day, that are really important stories that are not just local stories or national stories, they're international and global stories. I can't believe no one's ever done, and that's one of the things that I would like to do, and something that myself and Kwame Keyama are talking about, is actually to tell the story of Grenada's revolution, to tell the story of, I'd love to tell the story of the leaders of Grenada, from Gary, to now Deacon Mitchell, because I think that Grenada has always been able to, for a very small island in the world, to create leaders that, again, punch above their weight, that have a global presence, which makes Grenada significant. So for me, the ways that I want to go about this is, hopefully the producers will agree for us to film some of this film here in Grenada, and I hope that happens. But also, with the films that I make, I will always be talking about Grenada within those films, and that's my way of helping to promote this island through my work. That's a good question. I think there are many ways to do that. For me, I'm here, today at Six Senses, and I'm here because it's quiet, it's remote. I can travel to different parts of the island to do research, but when I come back here, it's quiet enough for me just to sit, to plan, and to write. And I think that for a lot of creatives, they're always looking for, somewhere to escape to be able to have the headspace to write. And it's not, it's very hard sometimes to write in a big city, in London, in New York. There's noise, there's distraction, there's, sometimes we need to be away. We need to go somewhere in order to have that clarity of thought. When those ideas start to come to you, you need to ensure that there is no distraction there, so they come and they stay. And coming to a place like this here in Grenada is perfect for a creative like me. And I've been advocating for a while now, whether you're writing a film, whether you're writing your new album, whether you want to record your album here, whether you are writing a book, or whatever it is you're doing that is in the form of creation, and then also production, that this is the perfect place to do it. It's there aren't many places in the world that, when we talk about paradise, right, there aren't many places in the world that actually, when you use that word, actually live up to the title, but Grenada does. I think it's the perfect location to create. I can tell you the creative process behind this project. So, as I mentioned before, this film is deeply rooted in this country, in terms of its beliefs, in terms of its color, the smells, the textures, the light, You know, I was writing the opening sequence of the film the other day, and it was about an hour before sunset. And I remember sitting in the window and I had my iPad on my lap and I'm writing away. And I looked up at the sky, and the sky was turquoise, and basically where the sun was diminishing, the edges of the clouds were gold. Yeah, so I could see that and I could write that into the texture of the film. The water was shimmering and it looked like someone had thrown glitter on the water. Yeah, and that's the type of language that I could use, but I could only use that language by sitting here and looking at it and feeling it. And the thing about that word, feeling it is part and parcel of my process, because if I can feel something as an artist and I can convey it, it means that my audience will feel what I felt when I felt it, how I felt it. And again, that's why I'm here in Grenada, because basically I can only write that by being here. Accolades are really funny things, yeah, because there are a lot of top celebrities. There was one year where Will Smith didn't get an accolade, and his wife was like, "Will should have won," yeah. But accolades are really funny things. It's great to get accolades from your peers and stuff like that. I think the most important accolades that I've ever had have come from my community, Black community. Yeah, they've been the most important. But I think literally the most important accolade I've ever had, well, the accolades that I receive, and I receive them literally on a daily basis. And in the beginning, I would be overawed, a little embarrassed, yeah, because I didn't understand it. But now, being older and being more into my career, I understand fully these accolades. And those are the accolades that I get every day from ordinary people. Ordinary people who stop me in the street or slide into my DMs. You know, and even when I'm here on island, yeah, where people stop me in the street and they say to me, "Thank you for doing what you're doing for us," yeah, or "Thank you for making that. I felt like you made it for me," yeah. I don't think that there's any greater accolade than that.